प्रभु जी ऑस्ट्रेलिया में रहते हैं। प्रभु आईटी डिवीजन से हैं। बहुत ही इनका मटेरियल क्वालिफिकेशन भी है, स्पिरिचुअल क्वालिफिकेशन भी हैं प्रभु जी का। बहुत सा उन्होंने भक्ति शास्त्री, भक्ति वैभव और बहुत बहुत सारे कोर्सेस किए हैं। प्रभु जी कई बार हमारे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं। तो आज हम इस पावन अवसर पर हम लोग प्रभु जी से हम लोग बलराम जी का कथा सुनेंगे। तो सभी लोग ध्यानपूर्वक कृपया श्रवण करें। हरे कृष्णा। ओवर टू यू प्रभु जी। या यू कैन टेक योर टाइम एंड यू कैन।
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Yeah, I'm trying to be. हमारा qualification तो कुछ है नहीं. If you can please remind me, मुझे हिंदी बोलना है, English is okay as well, or mix.
Whatever you are comfortable, Prabhu ji.
Oh, I will be more comfortable with English. It will flow through quickly. But
Okay.
sometimes I forget, so I have to remember that Hindi bhi is good. Let me. Okay, where is my screen? Okay. 1 minute. Hey, अभी बोला प्रभु से बात करने. Prabhu. Sorry, so much is going on. We have another celebration in the evening as well, but that something was not planned before, and now the responsibility has come to me. Some other devotee is not available, so it changed very dynamically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's okay. It happens. Sometimes
Having
lots
super
much.
mercy of Balaram.
Sorry, Prabhu.
You are having super mercy of Balaram ji.
Yes, that is true. I seek all of your blessings that I do it nicely and pleasing Krishna Balaram and Gurudev and Prabhupada, of course, and the devotees. Okay, so I'm ready to share, and then I turn on my video as well, if possible. Yeah, okay, that's good. Prabhu, if you can give me the sharing rights. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah, done, Prabhu.
Yeah. Okay, you should be able to see the screen now.
Yeah, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you. I believe the kirtan has been done. That's good. I'll just quickly do it. Just recitation of prayers and we move forward. So, धन्यवाद सभी का कि और स्पेशली गोपी मनोहर प्रभु कि मुझे यहाँ अपना भगवत कथा और स्पेशली बलराम कथा सुनने का और बोलने का आनंद मिला. तो नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णोष्टा भूतले श्रीमते संकर्षणास्कते नमो प्रपादुनिको प्रेमत्पात्मने गौदेश विकासार्थतमो भक्तिवर्षणे नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णोष्टा भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नमिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशदाने वाञ्छाकल्पतरूपश्च कृपा सिन्धु पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. जय कृष्ण बलराम की जय हो, बलराम जी की जय हो. जस्ट वन थिंग, हमारे गुरु महाराज का नाम संकर्षण दास अधिकारी है, तो I seek his blessing as well. वो भी बलराम जी के सर्वेंट है एंड मैं उनका सर्वेंट हूँ. तो somehow Balaram ji's mercy is coming through. And this is the media. Guru Krishna Kripa Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. So let us begin. Om Ajnana Timinatasya Gnananjana Salaka Chakshurmitamina Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Hangam Langyate Kiru Yat Kripatam Hammade Shri Guru Dinatarinam. I offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, who, with the torchlight of knowledge, has opened my eyes, which were blinded by the darkness of ignorance. This is how we take birth, even in this human form of life. And then spiritual master, who is representing Krishna properly, opens our eyes the spiritual identification. Supreme Person of Godhead has the form of Satchidananda, transcendental Satchidananda Vigraha, transcendental bliss, knowledge, eternity. Offer my spirit obeisances unto him who turns the lame or dumb into eloquent speakers and enables the lame to cross mountains. Such is the mercy of the Lord. Of course, the same applies to by the mercy of Guru, even a dumb man can become the greatest orator, and even a lame man can cross the mountains. So, by their mercy, we can do something for Krishna. Actually, we are just helping. We don't have any strength. And for that, there is a very nice description given by Mahatma Prabhu, his great Mahatma Prabhu, who is Prabhupada's disciple. Then he was temple president during that time. And then, like being a temple president, you have to go through so many activities like managing the temple, etc., going out the Sankirtan, preaching, etc. So he was thinking that when he goes out on preaching on Sankirtan, then he can remember Krishna very nicely. But when he's managing these affairs, he can't remember Krishna very nicely. So then because he has the opportunity to write to Prabhupada, because Emperor President could write to them once a month to Prabhupada. So he wrote that Prabhupada, this is the scenario, this is the case, and Prabhupada returned back saying, yes, just think that you don't have any capability. Just think that even as a temple president, you don't have any qualification. And now you seek the blessings or mercy of Krishna and Balaram. You seek the blessings of Krishna Balaram. By their mercy, we can do something. So if you consider this way, then regardless whether you are on preaching or whether you are doing the temple activities, you will always remember Krishna Balaram or Hare Krishna, and then you will be always humble and in the serving mood. So with that intention, we start this Katha on Balaramji. We hear his glories little bit. So for that, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. These glories we are hearing by the mercy of our Guru Parampara. And here is Prabhupada Gaunitai Shri Shri Radha Vallabha. And then this is, of course, in Bhagavatam we recite Jai Radha Madhava, Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana, Yamuna Tira Bana Chari. This Krishna, he is so wonderful. And he has given us Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the glories about Radha and Krishna, Krishna Balaram, all the devotees, their interactions. So through this Bhagavatam, through these glories of Krishna Balaram, we are getting some understanding, we are getting some remembrance, and that is coming through our Guru Parampara. Just like a Sukadev Goswami narrated to Parikshit Maharaj, and the same Parampara flowing through. So we take that shelter. Now we are here in a wonderful, auspicious occasion, that is Lord Balaram's appearance day. We call it Lord Balaram Purnima or Jayanti. Why? Because this is when Lord Balaram appeared. Appeared where? In Gokul, or you can say Bhoma Vrindavan. Of course, they appeared in Gokul first, Krishna and Balaram, because Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Maya were living there. So that is Gokul. And then they moved to Vrindavan. So this Balaramji is so beautiful. And of course, this is a beautiful pastime which we will narrate a little bit later. Yamuna, Mother Yamuna or Yamuna Devi, she is praying or begging mercy of Balaramji. That's a wonderful pastime. And this is how Krishna Balaram living in Golok Vrindavan or Gokul Vrindavan, Bhoma Vrindavan, or the spiritual world. They are living as a cowherd boys, playing the flute, and then blue girls, along with their cow friends and so many other friends, and they are just living there. Now the same Balaramji descends here um, on this planet Earth for our purification that we will cover little later. There are of course different prayers to offer obeisances to Lord Balaram. One of them I found is this one. So let us offer our obeisances to Lord Balaram. Wahasi Vapu, or maybe if someone wants to recite very nicely, whoever can please feel free.
I will try, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
वहसि वपुषि विशदेवसनं जलदाभं हलहति भीतिमिलितयमुनाभं केशवधृता हलधररूपा जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhu. So,
वसनं जलदाभं अलहतिभितिमिलित यमुनाभं केशवधृता हलधररूपा जय
Jai Jagadish Hare. Thank you, Mata. Okay, so somebody else can recite or read the translation, please.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम.
Yes.
हरे
Mata.
कृष्णा दंडवत प्रणाम सभी उपस्थित भक्तों के चरणों में. प्रभु जी, may I read the translation?
Yes, yes, sir, please.
O Keshav, O Lord of universe, O Lord Hari, you have assumed the form of Balaram, the yielder of the proud. All glories to you. On your brilliant white body you bear garments the color of a fresh blue rain cloud. These garments are colored like the beautiful dark hue of the river Yamuna, who feels great fear due to the striking of your plowshare. Hare Krishna.
Yes, so this is similar, like a description what we see the photo that this Lord Balaram is so wonderful personality, and he has a wonderful appearance. We will see later as well in the slides that the description of his appearance is given there, and he's so soothing. Of course, when he gets angry, that's a different story. But then otherwise, he's so soothing. Just by looking Balaram, one can feel the transcendent bliss, right? And then and get inspiration to serve Krishna. So we will understand who is Balaram, Lord Balaram. So let us read through that. Lord Balaram is mercy incarnation of Krishna. How? I mean, of course, we can say mercy incarnation because then we have to understand the context of it. And that context is given in this Srila Prabhupada's quote, which is given in Krishna book, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He has written there. So here it is, Prabhupada writes that it is said in the Upanishad that Nayam Atma Balahinena Labhya. So what does it mean? Nayam Atma Balahinena Labhya. So one cannot attain the self-realization. One cannot attain the Atma Gyan without the mercy of, without the spiritual strength. Balahina. Without the spiritual strength. And that spiritual strength is coming from whom? That's Balaram. That spiritual strength to understand about the spiritual subject matters, that strength, that intelligence, that understanding, the bhav, that mood is everything is coming from Balaram, right? And that's why he here is highlighted. He says one must have the spiritual strength which is infused by Lord Balaram or Sankarshan or Ananta or Shesha. So he has a different names according to the different positions and different characteristics he takes or the functions he performs. So we will see a little bit later as well what are these names and how it is taken place. And then also it's written, Prabhupada writes very nicely that Balaram or the Sankarshan is the source of spiritual power, the original spiritual master. This is very, very important to understand. Original spiritual master. We will cover that aspect as well in our this further slides. That how is it that he is original spiritual master? What does it mean from that perspective? And then he says, Lord Nityanand Prabhu, who is also the incarnation of Balaram, is the original spiritual master. So one may question that, hang on. One side you are saying Balaramji is original spiritual master, other side you are saying Lord Nityanand is the original spiritual master. What's going on? There should be only one origin. Why we may have two different origins from that perspective? Who is the really original spiritual master? Adi Guru. So, of course, as we understand from the pages of Bhagvatam and pages of Chaitanya Charitamrita, the authorized biography of both like Lord Nityanand, Lord Chaitanya, Krishna Balaram, Bhagavatam. So there we will find that both are same. Whether you refer Balaram as Nityanand or you refer Nityanand as Balaram is the same because we are referring to the same person, same personality from that perspective. That means the same source. That means he is the original spiritual master. He's appearing it differently. And that's why here he says, and then further Prabhupada writes, the spiritual master is a representative of Balaram. That means he is representing the original spiritual master. That means he is representing. That means he is bringing the teachings. He is bringing the mood. That's why we say Vaishnava mood, etiquette, right? Vaishnava culture. He is bringing the same thing and he is giving to his followers. So that means he is the representative of Lord Balaram. And Prabhupada writes further that in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is confirmed that spiritual master is the manifestation of the mercy of Krishna. See? So now that's how we can trace back that the spiritual master is the mercy of Krishna, is the mercy manifestation of Krishna. Then he is representative of Balaramji. So then Balaramji is the original spiritual master. That means Balaramji is the original spiritual master, is mercy, incarnation of mercy, representation of Krishna. And what is that mercy? What mercy he gives us that we glorify him so much. And that we will understand through these different slides. I like to prepare slides because it's online, and then agar wo online may, like sometimes visual is also very helpful, and we have the facilities. Abhi ye sab acha hame facility mila hai, so then better we go through that way. So let us go through Lord Balaram. First, we will understand who Lord Balaram is, and then later we will talk about his appearance and then his names and then his leelas, etc. Let's try to cover within certain time, whatever time we have, up to 2 o'clock. So for you, it's 9:30. Yeah. So this is given in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, chapter 6, verse 83. What he says? एक कृष्ण सर्व सेव्य जगत ईश्वर यत सब तांद्र सेवा सेवकानुचर एक कृष्ण सर्व सेव्य. So that means Krishna is the only Krishna is the master. Sarva Sevya. Sevya means Sevak, the one who serves. So Lord Krishna, the one master, the Lord of the universe, Jagat Ishvara, Yata Sava, is worthy of being served by anyone. Tandra Sevaka Nuchara. Indeed, everyone is but a servant of his servants. Right? So this is how the chain is established through this main mantra, that Krishna is the original person, Krishna is the supreme person, and everyone else is his subordinate or the servant of him, right? There is only one master in the whole existence. So then that's what is leading to our Balaramji. Who is Balaram then? So this is where the next verse comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Actually, it comes before. He says, Teno apana ke karene dasa bhavanu Krishna dasa bhava vinu ache kona jana. He also considers himself a servant of Lord Krishna. Indeed, who is there who does not have this conception of being servant of Lord Shri Krishna? So what is he referring? He also who considers this? Balaramji. Balaramji also considers himself as a servant of Lord Shri Krishna. So what should we consider ourselves? We should consider we are the servant of Krishna. Krishna's servant. Krishna's servant. Then this is the main point which Balaramji teaches us again and again. The spiritual master teaches. That's why he gives the name what? Ananda Vardhan Das. And like that. Das. He adds that this is the highest position one may have. That's the original position. Our original position. The spiritual master reminds us the original position, that we are the servant of Krishna. And that's what Balaramji does. And how he does, we will see. And now this very beautiful verse again for the Bhakta Abhimana Mula Shri Balaram say Bhava Anugata Tandra Amsa Gane. What does it mean? That the source of sentiments of servitude is indeed Lord Balaram. The plenary expansions who follow him are all influenced by that ecstasy. So this is again Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela chapter 6 verse 88. This is very nice to understand what he says, the source of sentiments of servitude. So if we don't have this sentiment in this human form of life, what is that sentiment of servitude? Servitude of what? To whom? That also he shows, serving Krishna. That attitude, if we don't have, that means we haven't received the mercy of Lord Balaram, or we haven't gotten inspiration to seek the blessings of Lord Balaram. That means we are lacking something. That means we have to pray harder. That how can I develop this sentiment? What is it? The source of sentiment of servitude. How can I develop that mood of service? Mood of service. That's what Balaramji is, the source of that attitude. And then not only he, but then all the plenary expansions who follow him are influenced by that ecstasy. So whoever is coming, we will see that as well. But after, like Krishna is there, and then Krishna's first incarnation, that is Balaramji, then he expands at that Chaturviva, and then from Sankarshan, Narayan comes, and then from Narayan, another Chaturviva, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, they come, and then Karanaksha Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Kshirodaksha Vishnu, it goes on, and then like even the Antaryami, that is Paramatma, that all of them, they follow the same attitude. What is that? Serving attitude. So Balaramji is teaching that serving attitude, and this is why, and that is here he says ecstasy. All are influenced by that ecstasy. So that means when we become the servant of Krishna, the servant, and through this parampara, Guru parampara, we really understand that we are the servant of Krishna. And then it goes on, the Jivera Swarupa Hoy Krishna Nityadas. That means we are the servant of servant. So we are the servant of a spiritual master. He serves his spiritual master all the way. Finally, we all reach to Krishna, right? And Krishna says, Mame Vamsa Jiva Bhuta Jiva Loka Sanatana. Every soul has that relationship. So this is what Balaramji shows us. That he gives us this ecstasy. So when we develop that serving attitude, when we become Das and Devi Dasi, that means now we are getting into this ecstasy mood. Like we celebrate, like, I'm not sure whether all of you have already celebrated the festival or maybe in the evening, right? Prabhu? Gopimanohar Prabhu, is in the evening celebration or
It's
it all
in the evening. Yeah.
in the evening? Yeah. So when you will go there, you will see so many devotees, all together serving. And that attitude, that atmosphere, it cultivates that devotion in our heart, isn't it? And that's how we grow in our bhakti, through that serving attitude. And that Balaramji is the source of that attitude. So we have to pray like anything. Today is the day for praying only. To like, yeah. So, and whom to pray? So our beautiful, beautiful Krishna Balaram. This is our Vrindavan Krishna Balaram. I mean, I'm not sure whether the audience, all of you are been to Vrindavan, but if you haven't, then I kindly request you develop that strong desire, and I pray that you go there soon. At least this our Vrindavan we have on in India near Delhi. Our Krishna Balaram, they are waiting for you. So beautiful. I mean, when you go in front of them, so beautiful. So this is very interesting point. That what is that Balaramji? What we should be praying? Of course, there is interesting factor that when Krishna Balaram, this deity, that this, of course, we say the deity, but then I like to refer as the Krishna Balaram because they are there. When the pure devotee, he does the prana pratistha, that means they are there. Krishna Balaram are there. So this Krishna Balaram, this pose was given by who? Prabhupada. I mean, if you go, this our Krishna Balaram is special one. Nowadays, maybe they are developing a similar Krishna Balaram, but during that time, in Vrindavan, you would have a temple of Krishna, Gopal, Govinda, and also Radha Krishna temples all over Vrindavan, like 5,000, 6,000 temples that time. But this Krishna Balaram is unique temple. I mean, in the center we have Krishna Balaram, right? Center we have Krishna Balaram. And then Prabhupada, like they were considering what kind of pose, like a deity is standing, Krishna Balaram or the lordships are standing in particular pose, like their हाव भाव, वो ऐसा होता है. तो प्रभुपाद को पूछा कि प्रभुपाद कैसे करना है कृष्ण बलराम. तो प्रभुपाद ने बोला ऐसे करना है. फिर ही आस्क, उन्होंने पूछा अपने शिष्य को, सबको, कि कृष्ण एंड बलराम में कौन, हु इज मोर पावरफुल. तो क्या आंसर हो सकता है? कोई कहेगा? There is a pastime. Maybe those who know pastime, maybe they already know. But if someone doesn't know, then कोई बोल सकता है कौन, who is more powerful?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी.
Yes, ma'am.
बलराम जी, प्रभु जी, बलराम जी.
Balaram?
Yes, प्रभु जी, बलराम जी.
Oh, Jai. Very good. Anyone else? So similarly, Prabhupada was asking, and this is something we can recall this pastime. When we do this way, then we refresh our memories, and then we go deeper into our bhakti. So similarly, Prabhupada asked, and then some devotees would say Krishna, some devotees would say Balaram, and then finally Prabhupada say, look closely on whose shoulder, who is resting one's shoulder. So then they say, oh, Balaramji is resting his shoulder on Krishna. So that means Krishna can hold the load of the whole existence through the Balaram. That means Krishna is more powerful. Krishna is more powerful. And Balaramji accepts that. That's very interesting. He is equally powerful But then he develops that serving attitude. Because of that, he considers that lower position, that yes, I'm a servant of Krishna. Sometimes in our personal life also, when two devotees are there, we may have similar power position. Somebody else is taking care of one area, somebody else is taking care of, both are leaders. Then we have to rely that both of us, we rely on Balaramji, and then Balaramji is relying on Krishna. So individually, we still have to consider that we are just a servant of Krishna. It's not our strength. It's Balaramji's strength and it's Krishna's strength. We can execute things. So when we have that attitude, then the mercy will flow, right? So this is a wonderful narration, Prabhupada. And now we talk about Balaramji's appearance, a wonderful holy appearance, right? So Balaramji appeared first to who? Whom did Balaramji appear first?
Devki Mata.
Devki Mata. Thank you, Prabhu. Yes. So Balaramji appeared to Devki Mata first. And then he moved to Mother Rohini, right? So Devki Mata was in the jail because that Kans, he was so, yeah. Anyway, he was so cruel. Let's put it that way. He was so cruel that he killed the 6 babies, and the 7th child, he appeared, Lord Balaram appeared to Devaki. And then, of course, he could not have harm, nothing would have happened, but Krishna has different plan. It's not that he writes, he can follow our script. He follows his own script. So in his script, he has written that Balaramji will go from Mother Devaki to Mother Rohini. And then he called Yogmaya that yes, you transfer this Balaram, my brother, from Mother Devaki to Mother Rohini. So that means he appeared there. And then if we see from another perspective, so as he appeared as a younger brother to Lord Ramchandra, and that is Lakshmana. But then in this Krishna Lila, he decided that he wants to come as an elder brother. So he will come, and he came as a Balaram first, right? Elder brother. Why he did that? Because Lord Ramchandra, when he was going through these difficulties, I mean, of course, for Lord Ram, there is no difficulties, but still, externally, if we see, he went through so many difficulties, like on the last day, on the day of coronation, he sent कि आप जाओ, त्याग करो, ये भूमि का आप वन में जाओ, भटको, और 14 साल with wife, walking bare feet, जूते पे नहीं, जंगल टू जंगल. And then उसमें भी वो most demoniac person, कौन? Ravan, he came, he kidnapped Mother Sita, and so many other things happened. Finally, war happened, and then return, and then, but then also this, it is said at least once, Ram, after Sita came out, straight away Lord Ram said, okay, before I accept, let's do this Agni Pariksha. So of course that's a background story. So Lakshmana felt like, oh, I don't want to do it. But of course he did it because his younger brother, he has to follow. And then he decided that, okay, next, when Lord gives me that role, I will take the elder role. That is elder brother. So he then accepted that way. So that he can protect, he can shower his Vatsalya. Before, when he was walking bare feet, he had that Vatsalya mood, as in like he wants to take care of Lord. But he can't, because Lord will say, Lord Ram, he will say, oh, Lakshman, no problem. Now you take rest. Of course, he didn't take rest, but now you do your own. But he still wants to serve. He wants to massage. So now he did that in one, right? So then he appeared as Lord Nityanand also. he appeared as Lord Nityanand, especially with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Lord Nityanand is the mercy incarnation, the most munificent incarnation. Namo Mahavadhyaya Krishna Prem Vadayate, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. Because Lord Nityanand, he got the news, he got the instruction from Lord Chaitanya that Ghare Ghare, you go to every house and ask them to chant Hare Krishna. So Haridas Thakur or Lord Nityanand. So this is another mercy of Krishna, another mercy of Lord Balaram. And then he came as Shesha. Then he came as Ananta. Ananta means he takes another so many forms, so many ways he serves. And Shesha, he lays down in the causal ocean and also in the Gargodak ocean, and then he creates that asan for the Lord where he is residing. He doesn't use the ordinary sofa. Our Lord uses special sofa made up of snake. So this is Baramji, he expanding himself. And then because nobody can come to closer, our normal sofa others will share. But this snake sofa, people will stay away, especially those who don't understand Balaram or that's Shesh incarnation. They will stay away. Lord Balaram, he gives the Bala means, and now these names are given by Gargamuni, because when the name giving ceremony was there, the Gargamuni came, and then in the cow shed, जो गाय का रहने का स्थान होता है, उसको क्या बोलते हैं, गौशाला, वहां आए और छुपके से उन्होंने नाम दिया. क्या बलराम जी को दिया नाम? पहले दिया बलराम जी को दिया बल means spiritual strength or even the power, strength, and Ram means pleasure. He gives so much pleasure to Vrindavan Vasis, and that's what they did. And then another name, Sankarshan, which we discussed, that because he got transformed on one womb to another. See, nowadays these people are doing this. They call artificial surrogacy, right? But this one is original one, and it works. And you don't have to pay money as well. This is Krishna's arrangement. And so he connected two families together, Nanda Maharaj and also Vasudev ji, and so that is Sankarshan. And then Rohini Nandan, because originally in the spiritual world, he is the son of Rohini. So again here, just like a Krishna also manifested to Mother Yashoda, the same way Balaramji manifested to Rohini. And he is Dauji, he is Krishna's elder brother. So having said that, he incarnates this way. For what purpose he reincarnates? So these purposes are here. So he serves so many ways to Krishna. So many ways. What are the ways? So Balaramji served Krishna in every relationship, 5 relationships. Mainly, there are 12 rasas, 12 sentiments or the loving exchanges. उसमें 5 मुख्य है. कौन से? One is Santaras. So Santaras क्या होता है? So just like, like you serve, especially in the beginning of our devotional life, we don't have any feeling. We may not have that strong feeling. Rather, we may be casually visiting मंदिर. आते हैं प्रसाद खाने, तो कोई बोलता है ये बकेट लेके जाओ ऊपर और ये सर्व करो. So we just do it. We don't have feeling. So this is like a shantaras. So it's like a boat, bed, shoes, ornaments. Normally we put these categories because they don't show that sentiments, like they are not active, they are dead things. But of course, we living entity, we also show the same sentiment, even though we are active, but the expression of that activeness is not there. So we call it Santaras. So Balaramji serves this way. Then Dasyaras, always ready to serve. Then we keep coming to temple, and then we spontaneously develop the servitude to do. Okay, आज तो मैं ही करूंगा, मैं ही सेवा करूंगा, आज तो मैं सेवा के लिए जाऊंगा, आज मेरा छुट्टी है, सैटरडे संडे मेरा बर्थडे है, और महीने में एक बार तो मैं जा ही सकता हूँ, फिक्स टाइम. Naturally you develop that. So now Dasya. Then Sakhya means now you have a friendship with Krishna, friendship with Balaram, friendship with the devotees. In what sense? Like you are serving naturally and more intimately and more friendly way. झगड़ा नहीं करते, सेवा करते, right? So that is how Krishna or Balaramji also serves. Friendship, like he becomes friends with Krishna and other Gopas. And then Vatsalya, he develops a sentiment of protection. Generally, elder brother होते हैं. अभी तो हम sentiment we may not appreciate. कई बार वो छोटे लोग सोचते हैं ओए मेरा भाई बड़ा है मेरे पर ही इज कंट्रोलिंग ही इज अब्यूजिंग अभी तो ये सही बोल सकते हैं बट पहले ये ऐसा नहीं था पहले दे वर मोर पॉजिटिव ऑफ कोर्स कई बार ऐसा करते भी है बट बलराम जी वाज टेकिंग केयर नेचुरली of Krishna, And then Madhurya, he expands himself as intimate service as well. Manjari, he becomes that Manjari as well, especially Ananda Manjari, that is Radharani's sister, younger sister. So Balaramji becomes that. So form may change, but then his attitude, his service doesn't change. The purpose doesn't change. That is pleasure of Krishna. Through service, he gives the pleasure. So this is how we should also consider. Our services may change, but the mood, the serving attitude shouldn't change. We should have today, like Abhishek Hua, maybe there are many Brahmanas, they may get the opportunity. Some of you don't get the opportunity. That's okay. Whatever opportunity you get, you accept. और कई बार होता है सर्विस में ड्रामा परफॉर्मेंस मुझे क्यों पार्ट नहीं मिला और मुझे ये रोल कैसा क्यों दिया दूसरों को नहीं दिया मेरे बच्चों को ये नहीं दिया तो वो नहीं दिया नहीं इट जस्ट वॉट एवर कम्स द पर्पज इज सर्विंग एटीट्यूड इफ वी हैव दैट एटीट्यूड विल बी ब्लिसफुल कृष्णा विल बी ब्लिसफुल कृष्णा विल बी ब्लिसफुल एंड वी विल बी ब्लिसफुल okay I have to speed up a little bit because now time is running now the form of Krishna is so nice. Form of Balaramji is nicely described. This beautiful Balaramji is given here. His picture, he is there. His lotus feet, Haladhar. Another name is Haladhar because he carries the hull. See, the supreme person, I mean, he's so powerful, but he's taking the role of this Haladhar in the sense he is plowing the field. Can you believe? We try to become IT lead or a doctor or dentist or whatever. But the supreme person who has the highest post, he considers that he wants to become a khedut, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, farmer. He wants to become farmer. He wants to play with cows. He wants to nurture cows. He wants to plow the field and produce grains, vegetables to look after everyone in Vrindavan, right? This is our Haldar, and he's appearing so beautiful. So if someone can read as this one, please, very nicely. Anyone, please?
Hare Krishna,
Yes.
Prabhuji.
Yes.
Balram appearance to Mother Devaki, to Mother Rohini, as the younger brother of the Lord.
No. I think your slide somehow is still an old one. Now we are seeing the form of Lord Balaram.
May I read, Prabhuji?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Powerful Lord Balram is 16 years old, full of the luster of youth, and has a fair complexion, the color of crystal. He wears blue garments and a garland of forest flowers. His handsome hair is tied in a graceful top knot. Splendid earrings adorn his ears, and his neck is splendidly decorated with garlands of flowers and strings of jewels. Splendid armlets and bracelets ornament Dauji's graceful and very strong arms, and his feet are decorated with splendid jeweled anklets.
Yes, this is what Lord Balaram. So today his appearance. Can you believe, like when he appears, in the DT form, or when he would appear in this original form in front of us. I mean, really, this is what we should be hankering for. I mean, this beautiful Lord Balaram, we wish that he appears soon in front of our eyes, just like we sing for Jagannath. Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatume. When will you come in front of me, O Lord Jagannath, O Lord Balaram? This is how. Now we will quickly go through some of the pastimes of Lord Balaram. Yes, consider the time. We may quickly go through just a brief. We may not go into details, but just a brief. So at least we get to hear. So one is Balaramji slays Dhenukasura. Dhenukasura is Asura in the form of a donkey. Now donkey doesn't have an intelligence. So and that's what we call it, right? That's why we call it donkey, gada. कई बार बच्चों को हम बोलते हैं गधा, ये गधा है, right? और स्कूल में टीचर बोलते हैं, अभी तो now they can't say. Old time was good time, golden time. Nowadays, if they say, then they will throw out the teacher, not the child, because वो हो जाएगा. They will blame. Oh, teacher, he is not giving respect. Rather, you should be giving respect to the teacher. Not the teacher has to give you respect. The Guru doesn't have to give you respect. You have to give respect to Guru. Guru may call you whatever way. So this Gada, Dhenukasura, he didn't understand who Balaramji is. So when these friends, they smell the talavan, the tala trees, and the fruits, then very fragrant, and they thought, yes, let us offer this to Krishna Balaram. But they can't say like that, oh, we want to offer, that's why we are. No, they don't show themselves as like they are so great. They are offering something to Krishna Balaram. So the other they presented, oh, we want to eat. There is a beautiful forest, Talavan. We want to eat these nice fragrant tal tree, fruits. Can we please go there? Naturally, Krishna Balaram, they love their friends. They say, okay, let's go there. They also understand that they really want to offer to us. So they also reciprocate. Yes, let's go. Then they reach, and then they want to get this. And Balaramji, he starts, and then Dhenukasura comes, and then he says, "Wow, what are you doing? This is mine." Then no, this is ours. This is Vrindavan. No. And then there is a fight, and Balaramji, he kills this Dhenukasura. So our intelligence, everything belongs to Krishna. And better we use for Krishna Balaram, and we share with others. We share with others. That's why we have Sunday feast. That's why we have temple. So that we don't become Dhenukasur. Then Balaramji doesn't have to kill us. Rather, we develop that loving sentiment for serving Krishna and Balaram. So then Balaramji kills. Another one is Pralambasura. He also came, and this time he wanted to cheat. And then Balaramji killed him, because then he carried him. He took the side of opposite side. He thought, okay, I will go opposite to Krishna, Balaramji, towards Krishna's side, and then somehow Krishna lost. So now Balaramji party won, and then this Pralambasura, Balaramji said, okay, carry, and then Balaramji killed Pralambasura. And then another is Balaramji glorified by Krishna. So what is that pastime? So when they were walking through the forest, especially when it was so beautifully arranged, everything was so nicely, not so hot, not so cold, and then very nice atmosphere. So when Krishna Balaram was walking through this path, then all the trees are bending down, and then they are giving the fruits and giving the shade, and then Krishna, because he understands maybe they are doing for me as also, but then Krishna, he presented, he glorified Balaram, that yes, Balaramji, see, you are Dauji, they are doing it for you. You are so great person, you are so well-wisher, they are bowing down to you. And then Krishna glorified this way. And another pastime is Yamuna Devi chastised. Yamuna Devi get chastisement. What? How? So one day Balaramji, it's like a very nice season. I think it was Vasant. So like the cold, and then summer. It's not so summer, but it's like very springtime from that perspective. And then Balaramji wanted to have a nice bathe or bathing. And then because he was drinking that Varuni fruit juice, so in the sense, like it's natural intoxication. It's not intoxication like this, but it has extra sugar. So that means extra sweetness. So you become like, if you take too much of sugar, then you get dizzy like that. So Balaramji's eyes were red, etc. And he desired that he wants to take a bath with his gopi friends. Then this mother, Yamuna, she briefly she thought, what is this? I can't let you do this way. And Balaramji, he didn't say much. He said, oh, really? Then okay. Then he, through his plow, he started dragging. And that's why we have the streams, right? Different. And then Yamuna realized, oh, yeah, this is my Lord. What did I do? He can enjoy whatever way he wants to enjoy. He's not intoxication. So then Yamuna begged the forgiveness. And of course, Balaramji forgive. So that's what sometimes as a devotee, as a what do you call, sevak, as a disciple, we will make mistakes. So we have to realize our mistake, and then we seek forgiveness from the spiritual master, from other devotees. And then, yeah, we serve them. Not that we think, oh, our spiritual master is behaving. No, better we correct ourselves. Maybe they have some other reasons to behave such way. But let them, rather we behave, and then we continue our devotion, right? So that's Yamuna. And this is not like a male. Sometimes some those who don't understand, those who are seeing this external lens, they will say, oh, this man is abusing woman. It's not like that. Here Balaramji is giving the highest respects to Yamuna, and then he bathed. Krishna has given the highest respect to Mother Yamuna, right? We have Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Krishna roams around on the bank of river Yamuna. And then, of course, Balaramji killed many different demons in between. That one is Kauravas got chastised because Samba, he married to Duryodhan's daughter, maybe Lakshmana, right? Maybe she was beautiful and he liked, and Kshatriya spirit is fine. So then he kidnapped her, actually. And then somehow they got hold on him, and then they made him prison, in prison in Hastinapur. So when Balaramji got the news, even though Duryodhan is very nice disciple, or the Hastinapur Vasis, Kauravas, they are relatives, he said, oh, really? And then they said, okay, I will drag Hastinapur. And then they realize, oh, no, don't do this. I know your pastime with Yamuna, but we don't want to go through the same episode. So better you calm down. You take Lakshmana with you. So then they took. Then killing off this other demon, Balwal. So this is Balwal came to Naimisharanya. He was causing disturbance. And then he was killed by the request. Then another one is Dvivid, the gorilla demon. He was making funny face and funny action, and then he was also showing off part, like when Balaramji was roaming around with his friends, female friends, gopi friends. So then he did the mischief, and then he was killed. And then Balaramji marries Revati, wonderful pastime. So King Revat, he appeared in which one? Satyuga. So Satyuga time, people were very long lived, and then they have a long, strong build. बहुत अच्छे होते थे वो. So or even nature wise, then king was worried कि ये मेरी इतनी अच्छी daughter है कहाँ जाएगी. Just like a naturally parents would have natural worries कि मेरी इतनी अच्छी daughter कहाँ जाएगी. अगर ऑस्ट्रेलिया आई, अगर यूएस गई, तो वो बंदा अच्छा होना चाहिए, नहीं तो क्या होगा, बहुत खराब होता. तो they make sure, जैसे my parents in law, they also did the same, that they had so much worry that where they are sending their daughter, my wife Bhakti Priya Devidas. So they did the investigation, so much investigation, and finally we got married. Anyway, so coming back to this pastime, so King Revat, he thought, oh, I want to get the best person. For that, I need to consult with the best person. And who else is the best person than Lord Brahma? Because maybe that Satyuga time they had direct connection with Brahmaji. So he went along with his daughter, because like transparent talk. So then Brahmaji said, okay, good. But you know what? By the time, because there was concert going on or something, by the time you have come here, so many yugas have gone, and now this Dwapar yuga is going on, and Lord Balaram and Krishna and Balaram, they are here. I don't see anyone else more suitable than Balaramji. So then they came, and then Balaramji sees that, oh, she is very tall. Then Balaramji put his haladhar, and then she became on that same level as Dwapar Yuga, like Balaramji. So that was very nice pastime. So our Balaramji is also, he likes some humor. It's not that he doesn't do humorous pastime. He does. He kills, but sometimes our spiritual master also does the humor with us, and we should accept that. We should accept that. But then we don't become too friendly. So then we start creating amusing words or statements. No. Sometimes they will do it, and we follow, we participate, like Prabhupada did. Guru also does. And Balaramji and Mahabharata. So because they were relative, he didn't want to take sides. And interestingly, if you see, Krishna and Balaram both didn't take the sides of any relatives. Krishna said, yes, Arjuna, I will help you, and Duryodhana, I will help you, but I will not take weapons from each side. And this is what sometimes we have to become neutral in the position, especially husband-wife relationship. As a third person, we don't want to participate. Even if they come to you for guidance, we take the not side. We don't take this just because we are male. We don't take the side of male. He's right or she is wrong, like that. Rather, we give neutral advice. As a devotee, leading devotee as well, if two devotees are coming for some conflict, then we don't want to take the sides. Rather, we want to guide them neutrally, because both are relative. We want to help both ways. Of course, internally they have to realize that this will bring destruction, or this will create a new good thing for community. They have to become intelligent, right? And that's very hard. So Balaramji, if he was here on the Mahabharata, then it would have been different story. So he also decided that, okay, I will go to pilgrimage. So when things are not required, our inputs, then we go on a pilgrimage. We step out, right? And that is also good. Then another interesting pastime is this killing of Romaharsana. Romaharsana is, he was the son of Suta. Actually, he was a disciple of Vyasadeva, and then he was interested with narrating Bhagvatam. But he was still not on that highest level of understanding. He was kind of still on a Gnan platform. So he didn't realize from that perspective. So when Balaramji came, while he was touring this, when he decided not to take part in Mahabharata, he was touring the places. So holy places. Yatra Dham. So he came, and there is this nice recitation of Bhagvatam is going on. He wanted to hear. He came. Now the Lord himself is coming. Especially Balaramji, he is like the spiritual master. So when he came, this person, he didn't get up. He didn't offer respect. Rather, he thought, okay, I am like I'm sitting on this asan, so I am great. I shouldn't, you know. So just like Indra also faced, then when his spiritual master was there, then he didn't offer respects briefly, and then Brihaspati, right? And then he has to suffer. Similarly, we have to be very cautious that we offer respect, especially to our spiritual master. Even in the altar, even in the temple hall, it says in front of deities we shouldn't offer respects to other devotees. We don't do the dandvat to other devotees in front of the deities. But exception is only the spiritual master. So similarly, we have to offer, right? There is only one exception, that is spiritual master. That's why similarly, because Prabhupada we consider as the highest Shiksha Guru, we offer obeisances in front of deities as well. That's why he's still sitting in front of deities, and we still have to offer obeisances, right? When we go there, and our respect is spiritual master. Otherwise, so these respects we have to keep. And now the final part. I know a little bit over time. Final part is the mercy of Balaram. So Balaramji exemplifies service attitude to Krishna. His only mission is to please Krishna by rendering service to him, whether it is in the creation of the material world or in the spiritual world, or his personal paraphernalia. This is how he extends his mercy, his seva to Krishna, mercy for us. Lord Balaram is the eternal companion of Krishna. Okay, we saw this one, Lakshmana, and then he's the original master. And okay, he's the original spiritual master, and anyone desiring to make spiritual progress must first get the mercy of Lord Balaram. So today is the day when we should pray. So what Balaram teaches, he is the original spiritual master. He teaches us what? How to serve Krishna. How? So he teaches by the example. He teaches what pleases Krishna, right? And then he gives us model of service, life of service. This is how we serve. And then he gives us strength. That is our spiritual strength, disciple strength. That's how the Guru also guides us through different scriptures and realizations. And then he connects us to the Dham, to Krishna. That's why when he appears in the womb of Mother Rohini or Devaki, he is preparing that place for Krishna's arrival. Similarly, Guru and Balaramji prepares our heart for Krishna's arrival. He clears out all our anarthas, and then Krishna comes in our heart. He doesn't come to the wrong Muchi place, he comes to the clean place. So Guru doesn't become the center, rather Guru reveals us the true center, that is Krishna. This is what Balaramji does. He reveals us the real center is Krishna. So with this, we conclude with all glories to Lord Balaram. And this is Melbourne Mahaprabhu's Mandir's Jagannath Balaram Subhadra, and we have Narsimha Bhagwan as well, Prahlad Narsimha. This Balaramji is very merciful, and he is bestowing his mercy upon us. And our Krishna Balaram is there. Finally, this last wonderful pastime of Srila Prabhupada, which is very applicable to all of us very nicely. So I would like if someone can read this one, please. Anyone, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavad Pranam.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Jay Dvaita Swami. The next day, I was on Prabhupada's morning walk on what was then the Chatikara Road, which at that time, of course, was really just a dusty road through a largely uninhabited, undeveloped region of Vrindavan with woods and fields on both sides. Prabhupada that morning was again very much pleased. He had worked so hard to establish the temple and install the deities, and now it had come off. Prabhupada recalled how he had pushed the devotees. He said, I was practically whipping them. Then he began telling how Krishna was flattering Balarama that my elder brother, all of these trees are bending down to offer you their obeisances. And these beasts, they are all great sages who are coming to you for your association. In that way, he began describing the pastime. Then he said how Gauranitai and Krishna Balarama are non-different, and there is no difference between Krishna and Balarama and Gauranitai. He said, so if you ever have any difficulty, you can go before Gauranitai or Krishna Balarama and say, Sir, this is the problem, and they will do the needful. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you, Mother. So this is what, sir, this is the problem, and they will do the needful. Our problem is not that we don't have money, not that we don't have job, not that, yes, they are real problems, but the real problem is we don't have the love for Krishna. We don't have the serving attitude, the sentiment of serving Krishna. That is our real problem. The problem is that we are here in this material world with the material consciousness. So if we narrate these problems, I'm having so many anarthas. Please help me. Please engage me in your Krishna service. Please engage me in, give me the intelligence how I can serve my spiritual master. How can I serve Krishna? Subhadramai, please allow me to serve your Jagannath and Balaram. Oh Lord Jagannath, keep me in your service. Bless me with pure devotion. If we pray like this, then they will do the needful. And this is what Prabhupada said. And Bhurijan Prabhu, His Grace Bhurijan Prabhu, he has practical examples, himself and many others. One lady, I will briefly, very shortly finish. One lady, I think Arabic or some that countries, sometimes they get inspired as well, right? Through the cultivation, through teaching. So then, but at the same time, they may not have that strong emotions, and especially they can't take in that these deities are alive, like the stone are alive, like they are real person. They can't comprehend. So then she asked this question, and then His Grace Bhujan Prabhu, he said, I mean, I can go on explaining and I can say, yes, they are alive, but it won't help you. So rather, why don't you experience yourself? Why don't you go in front of them and just bring out your heart, and then you see what happens? And she went there and she spent maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever, 1 hour, whatever. And after some time, she started crying, and then she came back and she said, yes, they are alive. They are there. Now I accept fully that Krishna Balaram, they are there. So the same thing will happen to us as well, provided we want to pray in this mood. So with this, Lord Balaram ki jai, Krishna Balaram ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev ki jai, Ananta Kori Vaishnava ki jai. I seek any question, comments, any correction, if any.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Mata. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा, दंडवत प्रणाम टू गोपी प्रभु जी. अगर आप प्रभु जी आप कुछ कह रहे थे, आप शायद.
No, you go ahead.
Prabhu ji, you are like always. Your presentations are so beautiful, so vivid, and today about Balaramji. You explained every aspect of Balaramji, Roop, Gun, Leela, everything and you have given so much today in the morning itself to us to meditate upon today and make most of our day in actually thinking about Lord Balaram and how we can serve. So it was really so entertaining and interesting also, along with so much to learn from Balramji and how he has such an attitude that he may take multiple forms, but in every form he is serving Krishna. Be it his elder brother, be it his younger brother, or any yuga and any form. So this is the best part that we came to know today, and so much because generally uh, from people outside ISKCON, uh, they know very little about Lord Balram. So it is here that we come to know, and devotees like you preparing such beautiful slides, taking so much of effort that goes into it, and it's really the attitude actually that you put your heart and soul into it for this. And especially the last slide was really learning uh, the last thing, that is uh, where you discussed about how Guru Tattva and how we should take Balramji and Guru Tattva, and what should be our attitude when we go to the temple and when we visit and we take darshans of the deities there. What should be our attitude of actually what should we ask and how we should go. So it's not about the material things that we should pray, because ultimately material things are non-permanent. So we should pray for love, because that is what we are missing. We should pray for our love for Krishna, and the actually what we need, what we are here for. So that should be our prayer, and that is where we really get the help of Lord Balram. So thank you, Prabhuji, for enlightening us so much about Balramji on today, on this auspicious day, and a big thank you to Gopi Manohar Prabhu also, who invited you, and it was so what I can't express enough thanks for this, that on such auspicious day and Purnima today and Balram Jayanti, and you are here uh, giving us all these, and what a good way of starting this festival today, and so we can be in the mood for rest of the day. Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mataji. Thank you so much for nicely summarizing the discussions we had. And first of all, yes, that's very nice. I really thank Gopi Manohar Prabhu for contacting me and giving me the opportunity. Even though I may not be, I'm not qualified, and still somehow Krishna's mercy, he arranged and gave me this opportunity. So thank you so much. When it came, I just said yes, I'm available, and Krishna has arranged that I have a day off as well today, though I have these services as well. But and especially somehow I deeply connect with that, as like, because Baramji's one name is Sankarshan, and my spiritual master's name is also Sankarshan Das, like Prabhupada has given. So somehow this is a special for me, that somehow I can serve Guru, Krishna, Balaram, and Vaishnavas that way. So thank you so much. And the another biggest thank you to all of you that who are kindly present here, even though you could be doing so many other things on this special day, but still you are here and kindly providing me this opportunity, your association. So that's very nice. Thank you. And yes, this all Balaram's mercy, special mercy. I hope I remember and continue progressing that way. And preparation wise, It's not much. I mean, in the sense, because everything is given by the acharyas and the devotees. They have provided everything on a different internet sources, and like our Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, Radhanath Swami Maharaj. I was listening their lectures. Then this morning also, I heard Sachinandan Swami. Then my spiritual master's thought for the day. He provided that quote, a reference of initial that Krishna book, right? And then there was another email with the detail. It's available on iskcon Desire Tree as well. The article about Balaramji, and there is another video of one Mataji in our Vrindavan. She has nicely presented. So this is all the mercy of all these devotees, Vaishnava, Guru, and somehow we get that opportunity to collect together and then share and learn as well. So all goes to them, all goes to Krishna Balaram. Any other question, comment?
Thank you, Prabhu. Such a enlightening, such an enriching class on Lord Balrama, and like Mataji said, it was the best way to start our this celebration day, and we'll try to actually arrange this so we can be in that mood, and we can continue to be in that mood and serve today whatever seva we are doing, and not only today but throughout the year we try to remain in that mood. So thank you once again, Prabhuji, for joining and giving your association. We are thankful to you. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Vancha kalpataru vescha.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you,
Pranam,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Pranam. Pranam. Everyone.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Have a blissful Baram Purnima celebration.
Yeah, thank you. Same to you and Mataji also, Prabhu. Please
Thank
convey
you.
our obeisances and
She has gone
greetings.
for some last minute rush shopping, but yeah, I will.
Okay,
you.
sure. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ananda
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
ठीक है तो